a tower over there.
A castle.
I think we end up high up on that castle.
I've been coming to the castle for 25 years, and I have been wanting to shoot off this castle all of that time.
I want you to give me a few tips that
Right.
should also give the viewers a few tips.
The key is the connection, okay? Whether it's a dove, quail, clay target.
What would happen if I took on a Masterclass shooter? I'm here to play. Friendship is on pause.
Smoked it. Oh!
So Travis and I just got done reviewing the brand new Fabarm L4S Allsport
RS.
dedicated target gun. I'm here at Greystone hanging out with a Masterclass shooter. What would happen if I took on a Masterclass shooter? Might be embarrassing for me, but you know, when game time's on, I do like to step it up a notch.
Yeah,
We're
you
no
do.
longer just kicking around. This is for real. 10 shots.
Okay.
We'll see who can get the high score. But then after that, because you're a Masterclass shooter.
Right.
You're gonna probably beat me by a bird or two, or we'll see.
Stretch the limits a little bit after that.
But there's a tower over there,
A castle.
that I think we end up high up on that castle for a little 5-point bonus shot. So if I do happen to slip behind, I got an opportunity to pull one out and totally redeem myself.
I could stretch away though.
That's also possible.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to see.
And after we get done with the 5-stand, I want you to give me a few tips that
Right.
should also give the viewers a few tips on how an average guy like me can take my game to the next level.
I'd love to. It'll be a good time. I'll get you on a few birds.
Let's get to it.
All right. So we're on the 5-stand here at Greystone Castle, and it's awesome. It's elevated. We got 6 different varieties of targets here. On the first target, it's a single. You get full use of your gun. Okay. After that, we'll go to a report pair, and then finish with the true pair. You'll shoot your 5, then I'll shoot my 5, and then we'll see where we end up.
All right.
Your first target's gonna be a single 6 from the right side of the field.
Pull.
Good shot, dead bird. First pair's report. It's gonna be 1, 3.
Pull. Oh.
Tricky bird, dead lost.
Oh. How'd that one get away?
Tricky bird coming off the castle and going downhill. All right, your final pair is a true pair, 4, 5. 4 is a chandelle from the left, 5 is a duck coming from the middle.
Roger that. Pull.
Oh,
I know exactly what I did.
Opened up the door a little bit for me, but so same targets. I'll start with the single 6. Pull. Whew.
Was it safety?
Yeah.
I saw you struggling. And I thought, this is my chance.
I know. Steve has a habit of putting the safety on when he hands me the gun, which is a good habit. That's not the first time you've got me with that. All right, my report pair. 1 from below my feet, 3 from off the castle. Pull. Final pair is the 4, 5 true. Pull.
We'll use every advantage we can. Safeties, the puller not throwing it right away.
That's okay. I'll take it when I miss it.
Hey, I've been shooting with you the last 2 days.
That's the first pair you see me miss.
That's the first pair I've seen you miss. And I'm okay with it.
in the competition.
I know you're pissed inside.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
thinking,
burning right now.
Really?
I'm burning. All right, well, that's okay. We've got another sequence of targets,
So I dropped 2 birds
and I dropped my last pair.
by the grace of God.
Yeah, so we're actually even right now, which is right where I wanted him. All right, so first bird is a single 3. 3's coming off the tower, off
right.
the castle.
All right, I'm not letting this one go again. Pull.
Dead. Good shot. Good shot. Next pair is 6, 5 report.
Pull. Not
Final
much
pair?
left of that.
And our final pair is a 4, 1 true. You're straight so far in this sequence, no pressure.
Not at
4,
all.
1 true. 1's below your feet, 4's from the left side of the field, the chandelle.
Pull.
Ooh, that was well done.
There we go.
You know, I know that 4 is not your favorite target, so I thought I had a chance there.
No, but luckily you've been coaching me for a chunk of the day on that one, and I just finally applied it.
Good.
Are you proud of me, Coach?
I am. That was well done. Off the castle here. Pull. All right, got that one. 6, 5 report, I think. pull. Crosser from the right. Incomer in the middle. Got both those. Okay, so we're going to the true pair, and one of the unique things about true pairs is you got two targets coming out at once.
Yeah.
So you got to decide which one to shoot first. You chose to shoot the 4, followed by the 1 when it's floating.
Yep.
I'm going to take a little more aggressive stance on this one. I'm going to shoot the 1 first and the 4 drop.
Really?
Yep. All right, here we go.
That's what you do in a competition, is you take it that way?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably. Pull. Chips count, baby. Chips and salsa.
You got a chip on that?
I did. Took the back of that bird off. You got 19 cameras to verify.
I think you did. I saw it, but you know, if I can tilt any advantage, I'm going to try to do it.
So we're even.
We're even.
8
and this is exactly what you wanted. You know what? It's probably what I wanted too. If we can get to that tower dead even, winner takes all from that shot, that's going to be pretty cool. But before we get there, if you could point out a couple things that maybe I'm doing,
right,
that other folks might be doing as well, that I could correct to be more consistent.
In the competitive world, oftentimes we have to shoot the same pair multiple times. And so what we're looking for is a consistent move. We're looking for consistency in our breaks. We're looking for a good plan prior to saying pull. And so with all that being said, we're taking a lot of the instinctive shooting out of the game. And in the reverse side, this will benefit you in the bird scenarios too. But what we saw earlier today when you were shooting is it was very instinctual. You would kind of let the bird come out, and then you would make a move according to what your eyes saw.
As I'm mounting.
That's right. So there's a lot of hand motion going on, maybe a bad hold point, too tight towards the trap, causing too much hand motion. And so oftentimes you are outrunning the bird with your hands, okay? And so what we want to do is we want to slow the hands down a little bit and let the eyes do more of the work. Crossing presentations, we're going to bring the gun back about halfway. Okay, and I think you like it, and we've worked on it a few times today, a little bit of a cheat mount, meaning we're not going to be hard on the gun mounted, it's going to be a little bit out of the pocket. And what that does is it allows you to see the field a little better because you've got the gun as a distraction out of your face. So we're going to let the target come out. What I want you to do, Steve, is we're going to get the hands to intercept with the leading edge of the bird. We're going to move the same speed, same line as the bird, and once we see the target well and everything is moving together, we call it connected, then we're going to take our shot, okay? And sometimes in the scenarios, whether it's true, report, or single, sometimes a connection will be real short, might be only a couple yards in the sky, and then sometimes we might take it a little later if we're not in a hurry. But the key is the connection, okay? Whether it's a dove, quail, clay target, we've got to get the gun moving the same speed, same line as a target. So what we have to do to create the right plan is we've got to look at the birds. We have to make decisions based on the presentations. What do you think that target will need? And when I ask that, I'm talking about the forward allowance, okay, lead. So when you look at this 4, will you pull that for me? Pull. Bang. Now, Steve, what's your gut tell you distance-wise? Is it close, medium, or far?
Close.
Okay, it's close. Yeah. Speed-wise, slow, medium, fast?
Medium.
Okay, medium. So close and medium, what we've established is if it's not close and slow, okay, if it's close and slow, we can shoot right at it. Close and medium, what do you think that means? Need a little bit of lead?
Yep.
Okay, if you said it was, if it was close and fast, then it would be a little more lead. Okay, so in your perception, show me with your fingers, how far do you think you have to be in front of that to have success? Okay, so everybody's perception is a little different. I see it at the target, so I'm going to take his fingers and go like this, okay? And judging by the way you shot this bird earlier, I think this is what you thought it took, but it needs this, okay? And so what I'm asking you to do is when the bird comes out, we're going to insert just slightly in front of it. I want you to get a good connection with the target. And as soon as you have a little separation, I want you to fire. We've got to see the target well at the shot.
Pull.
Okay, good. So, Steve, let me pat you on the back. Great connection, okay? But where do you think you were?
Not far enough in front of it.
I would agree.
Yeah,
okay, so
you
made a great connection, but we had no separation. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have
I never pulled away. I got up there and kind of maintained it.
Exactly. Okay, when the eye sees it well, we've got to have a little bit of separation, stretching the lead out. Okay.
Yep.
Same shot. Do it again. Connection's what matters.
Pull.
Dead center. Perfect shot. Perfect shot. Okay, so The reason the connection is so important is we rely more on our eyes than anything else, okay? We've got great equipment, we've got knowledge, we've got everything that we need, but we have to rely on our eyes to see it. Example I like to use that makes a lot of sense for people is how fast do you drive? Are you a fast driver or a slow driver?
Medium fast.
Medium fast? Okay, so when you're in
Not
the
super fast, but medium
when
fast.
you're in the medium fast lane and you pass somebody on the highway, can you see what that person looks like when you go by?
No.
Okay. Do you think that they can see you?
Hopefully not.
Okay, so you're moving faster than them and you can't see them well. Okay, so now you pull up next to them, you set the cruise, you're going the same speed. Can you look over and see what they look like?
Right.
Okay, so what we're trying to do is I'm trying to explain that if the muzzle is moving faster than the target, substantially faster than the target, then we don't see the target well. The same if we're out in front waiting on the bird. Okay, so let's get that connection. That's what allows us to see the bird well so that we can pull the trigger in the most optimal opportunity.
Do you think my hold point was a little far out too, towards the break point?
I thought it was a little tight, causing a little bit too much effort early in the shot. Okay, but you tamed it down on the second one. Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense visually. You know, when you have a faster moving object that steals your attention, matching target speed is essentially what you're saying.
So there's 3 points to every shot. You've got your focal point, you've got your hold point, and then you've got your break point. A lot of people don't put much emphasis into the focal point. Okay, focal point's where we're going to start our eyes. So on this particular presentation, we can't see the machine. It's in a little structure over here. And so what we have to do is we have to kind of imagine the line of that bird, and we have to place our eyes in the line. Because if I look at the ridge line or I look down at the ground, then when he comes out, my peripheral vision will catch it, but I won't see him well till he's over here. But if I get my eyes in the line of the bird, okay, you see the mistletoe in that tree there? That's about 40 yards away. Okay, so that's just under the line of the bird. If your eyes are just above that mistletoe when you say pull, I promise you, you're going to see that bird really, really clear. Okay, the key is to have that focal point in the line of the bird. Okay, let's try it. See if you see that bird well.
Pull.
That's good. You were connected with that one early. That was a good shot.
Yep.
So the beauty of, kind of the way we're approaching this is it doesn't matter if the target's at 20, 25 yards like what we're shooting, or if it's at 55 yards like we're going to shoot here a little bit off the castle. So we just have to ask ourselves that questions: how fast is it? How far is it? Speed determines lead. Distance is a factor. Okay, and so as you can imagine, when the target gets faster, it needs more what?
Lead.
Yes. Okay, when we get further away, not only is the target smaller, but we have to give the shot time to get there, so we have to be more in front, more lead. Okay, and so obviously in a field scenario, it's a little more instinctive. The hands go there, but that's why we train on play targets and get ourselves proficient for the field.
Now, here's a big part where I struggle.
Right.
Like, I feel pretty good on that bird now. Now that I've calmed down, the way I'm seeing it, the way you've coached it, everything is slowed down.
Right.
But now when I know there's another one coming, I got to transition, that transition period from hitting that first one to moving to that true pair.
Yeah, oftentimes when you say the word pair, everybody throws everything they know out the window.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
But what I try to explain is we're simplifying the game a little bit. But a report pair, which is what we were talking about earlier, where you call pull for the first one, when you shoot it, they send the second one. Okay, it's the most common pair in a sporting clay scenario. All that is two singles. So when we make our plan, we've got our focal point, our hold point, and our break point. We also have all of those for the second bird. Okay, and so when you fire on the first one, the gun is going immediately to your second hold point, and your eyes are going back to where the target's coming from. Okay, and so we treat that report pair like it's two singles, and it really slows the pair down. When we transition to a true pair, it's different. Okay, you've got your focal point, your hold point, and your break point, but instead of having that second hold point on the other bird in the air, the gun's got to go straight to the target and immediately create a connection.
Right.
Okay, and so there is no hold point.
So it's more about where your eyes are going immediately after.
Right, and in your planning process prior to the pair, you're visualizing based on your show pair where that target's going to be based on where you think you're going to break the first one. And that prepares yourself so that when you fire on the first one, you already know where your eyes and hands need to go and make the connection with the second bird.
So if we shoot that, what is it, 4-6?
4-6. Crosser from the left, Shondell machine.
I'm going to break that 4 here.
Right.
So if we throw a true pair.
Right.
4-6 true pair. Pull. Bang. Bang. So what you're saying is when I shot that first one, the clay was there.
Right.
So I got to have the discipline to break.
Go to the second bird.
Okay, so I can get my eyes there, but where's my gun going in the meantime?
Your gun is going to the leading edge of that bird to create the connection.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we try it?
Absolutely.
Pull.
Smooth transition between birds. Okay, so you knew and you had a conscious picture of what that bird was going to look like. So there was no sporadic movement. There was no reaction. Your gun went over to it at a calm speed, turned the corner, connected, and fired. You're right in the middle of both of them. Now, what that looks like to me is it was a efficient move. Okay, not a lot of extra gun movement, and that's really important in our sporting clays because the most challenging part of the game is in sporting clays, we have to do that 3 or 4 more times.
Yeah.
Okay, you're shooting 8 targets on a station, so which is 4 pairs. So when we have success like that and make a good move, we've got to know how to do it again and again and again.
The big thing I've noticed, like I can shoot well, but consistently shooting well is a different thing.
Right. A lot of hunters that get into sporting clays, they come in with a little bit more of an instinctive move. And our instincts are great, but typically your instincts are going to carry you through the first pair, and then you're going to miss one on the second pair, hit one on the third pair, and maybe hit or miss the last pair. So you get out of there with a 4 or 5 out of 8, and you're not mad, but you're not real happy, right? But when we start taking the reaction out of the shot and come in with a little bit of a more efficient, planned out process, then that's when the score starts to creep up.
Yeah.
Okay?
And I imagine you've done this stuff so much. You come up, you see these birds, your brain's it's already put it together.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, if this is, okay, then there's my focal point, here's my, and I'm really processing.
You know what I try to explain to folks when I'm coaching back at the range, the first time you got in your truck when you got a new truck, how awkward was it to back up and get the mirrors right and turn on the radio and all of those things? It's kind of a process, right?
Yeah.
Well, then 2 years down the road, you're doing all of that at once in a fraction of the time, right? Because you're comfortable and you've been there and done that, right? And so if you put yourself through that scenario enough times, the planning process of the shot, then it becomes really easy and second nature. And for me, I can see the pair once and know exactly what to do, where, 15, 20 years ago, I might have needed to seen it a few times and it would have been trial and error. So it's a process that we learn and get better with.
Through repetition.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the tips because I always take them. Now I need to put them into practice. Unfortunately, it's about 22 below in Minnesota where I'm heading back to tomorrow. So I don't know when I'll be shooting next.
Right.
But I do know when I'm going to be shooting next. And that's in a couple minutes up on that tower because we got to settle this.
I know.
It's all coming down to this.
I've been wanting to do this. I've been coming to the castle for 25 years, and I've been wanting to shoot off this castle all of that time. Today's the day.
Let's go do it, buddy.
All right.
So by the way, this is the brand new L4S Allsport by Fabarm. We just put out a review on this shotgun. It's definitely worth checking out if you like to shoot target sports, want some adaptability with quick change ribs, all that type of stuff. But we're really about to put it to a major test up on that tower.
And we're shooting the 5.
All right, shooting the 5. I figure it's about 60 yards.
Right. And under us, probably 30 foot, 40 foot, 30 foot for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no doubt you can get that.
All right. How many shots?
I think we'll take 3 shots, and I'll take 3, and whoever gets it in less shots.
All right, let's do it.
Pull. Well, there's nothing like putting the pressure on by hitting it in first shot.
You can do it, bud.
Like, I didn't mean to encourage you that much. It's like, you got it.
I got lucky.
All right. Pull.
Smoked it.
Oh! Now what?
I don't know.
5. Back to the
Over the
5.
head.
We got the camera set up for the 5. We'll stick with that.
Okay, all right. Over the head at 60-something yards, 30 foot below us.
Pull.
Ooh.
I wasn't too far off.
No, you're a little right, it looked like.
Yeah?
Okay. I will say this is not my strongest suit. I do it just enough. Cool. That was a little left.
Maybe a little high.
Oh. Nice break. Nice.
Boom.
Cool.
Oh,
Got a chip off the
you
bottom.
got the tiniest chip. I don't know if the camera's gonna see that.
I don't know if they can zoom in that much. It looked
Let's-
like about a quarter of it.
Can we end the video on a tie?
I'm okay with it. That just means we have to come back and do it again.
I'm down with that.
All right.
That's some crazy hard shooting there.
Yeah, this is really cool. Again, we're at Greystone Castle, Mingus, Texas. It's kind of outdoorsman's paradise. You got upland, you got some duck shoots, you got deer hunting, you got exotics, we got sporting clays, 5-stand. We've got to take advantage of quite a bit of that.
Great accommodations, amazing food, great staff.
And we're literally standing on top of the castle right now, shooting down the hill towards the 5-stand. So pretty cool opportunity.
I've had worse days. Hey, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to check out Travis Shotgun Passions with Travis Mears. Whether in the field or in life, you're gonna hit those shots you're laser focused on. So do something crazy. Get on a castle, take a long shot, and live
That target-focused life.
See ya!